Who would you say is the top 3 videographers and the top 3 photographers? No order. We have to understand it's a business as well.
Bro, this guy's the worst. Go find another teacher. Maybe ask the GOAT Red Lotus. Yo, that's crazy.
What's going on?
What's up, bro?
Everyone, this is TK. You guys all know already, probably. But if you want to go ahead and intro yourself.
My name is TK. I own a company called Red Lotus Films and Ivan Loft, and we started Ivan Foundation. But yeah, I'm just a filmmaker in Toronto.
Go follow him so he gets more partnerships. He's trying to be a content creator. Has anyone ever invited you to a party and then told you to bring your camera?
Yo, all the time. I hate it. A lot of it's family parties, bro. It came to a point where I hated filming because of that. Every time I went to a party, everyone's like, yo, pick up a camera, film this, film that, film this, take a picture. I'm like, I'm not a photographer. But 90% of the time. Now they don't ask me because I just say no. But when I was starting off, everyone asked me to take
Me
pictures.
too, same thing. There was once where one of my cousins, I'm not going to drop your name, but asked me to come to her birthday.
Yeah.
I mean, come to his or her birthday. It wasn't even like right away. They invited. And I was kind of shocked on the invitation.
Yeah.
Because like I'd never been to their previous birthdays. Or like if we do it with family, but this was like friends and stuff.
Yeah.
And then they're like, an hour later, oh, like, also can you bring your camera? And I literally was like, yeah, I can't.
You told him? Oh, yeah, jeez.
I was like, yeah, I can't make it, my bad.
Dog, for my dad's 60th birthday, I was eating, and one of my people told me to put the food down and just take pictures. So I'm just like, it's like that. When you're doing this, people just want it for free, right? But
it's pretty brutal. But no, okay. I think a lot of people probably go through that, but
Hundo.
Yeah, if you're one of those people, like we working all the time. We ain't trying to work all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the craziest story that you have with the client?
Damn.
That you're allowed to share?
I can say this because I don't even know the client anymore. It was a Bengali wedding. I was second shooting for someone. I don't know the couple's name, nothing. It was like 6-7 years ago. It was so messed up. She saw someone in the crowd that she didn't like, and she was like, yo, I'm not getting married until that guy leaves. And I'm filming this, and I'm just like, do I cut? But the bride, yeah. And then a bunch of the uncles came on stage, and she's just like making a huge scene. Yeah. She's like, I'm not getting married until this guy leaves. And then eventually that guy ended up getting up and leaving, and the ceremony went on. I think the most emotional things, if you want to go that route, it'd be one of my clients' name is, I don't know if I should say it, but it's on social media. His dad had cancer, and he was gonna die, and then he called us, and he's just like, hey, like, we're gonna have to move our wedding earlier because I want my dad to be a part of it. And then I'm like, cool, and we moved the date, and then everything's good, and then like a week before, he's like, is it okay if we went to hospital and had us sign our papers in front of my dad? After the wedding was done, we went to Toronto General, I believe. Yeah, his dad was there, and he signed the papers. Everyone was crying. It was a super emotional day. And
did he make it to the wedding? Like
he couldn't. He was that sick. He couldn't get out of bed. But he was watching through a cell phone.
Oh, okay, live stream.
And then live stream, and then we ended up going to the hospital, seeing him, and then everyone was crying. I had like chills filming, and I'm just there with my camera, right? And I had to film the whole thing. Me and another guy named Chris. A month later, the guy passed away. And then so to have that memory, that's why videography is so important, right? Like you get to capture that memory, and it now it lasts for a lifetime. And now, you know what I mean? When you look back at it years and years later.
That's actually one of the reasons why I keep raw footage for so long.
Yeah.
Because as sad as it sounds, like I know a lot of people have like grandmas and grandpas in it.
Hondo.
Like will pass away, and they'll message me and be like, hey, do you have videos of this? And I'm able to give it.
Yeah.
And as sad as it is, a lot of the reasons I take content all the time is because I want memories.
100%.
Not that I'm thinking about that stuff.
You never know.
You just never know, right?
One of the biggest things for my wedding, I told these guys, make sure you get my grandma. She's like 90 something. I actually don't know her age like that, but she's 90 something. Yeah, I made sure, I'm like, yo, make sure you get as much content, like get her to talk, get her, interview her, everything. Because you don't know, right?
Yeah. When you're filming, and then they'll be like, whether it's the girl or the guy, can you edit something out of the video? Like something on their body or like their face?
Bro, that's the worst, yeah.
And then in my head, it's like, I can't tell if they're joking.
Yeah.
Because like for photo, I get it. Mm-hmm. But like for video, like we could do it.
Yeah.
Like there is ways to do it.
100.
But it would take like forever.
Years, yeah.
And like to do it in each clip, like it's impossible.
I'm slowly learning how to remove certain things, but when I was starting off, when people would ask me, on the stage, there's like a bunch of it was messy. Yeah. Is there a way you could clean it up? I'm like, what? But,
especially when it's like highlight angle where you're moving too.
No, I'm saying even for group pictures, they'll have like, how they have like the white sheet.
Oh yeah, it's like messy.
And it's just messy. And they're like, could you clean it up? I'm like, bro, I don't know how to clean that shit up. There was a client I had once. Their family members, significant other, they broke up. Yo, bro, like they walked down the aisle with her. So I'm like, I could crop it in, but there's only so much I could crop if they're like right next to you. Those things get difficult. And they asked me, is there any way you could remove them? I'm like, it's tough, bro.
People need to realize that. Like, there's stuff we can do, but there's stuff that's just...
I'm learning it. Like on DaVinci, you can do so much.
Yeah.
But yo, bro, it's tedious.
Removing a person out of it.
It's tough.
I had a situation like that too. But luckily, they understood. So I had a clip in the morning.
Yeah.
Where the person was in the shot. That I could delete it.
Yeah.
And then after she walked in with them, and they were like, yeah, that's fine.
You can't do anything, right? Yeah.
But they understood it though. It's easier when the clients...
She did too.
Yeah.
But I've had some difficult ones, yeah.
Like, how can you not?
Yeah.
What would you do if you finished an IG video and they asked you to change the song? When they picked the song?
An IG video or just their own video?
Or even the video.
Client work, you got to do what they ask you. But it was brutal. It's not just about changing the song. You're down changing the shots. You cut it to beat. And the way I work when I edit videos, I go with the emotions of the music too, right? So now if I'm changing the whole song, it's going to change the whole flow of it. So I have to re-edit the whole thing. It's not about just changing the song, right? Custom music help a lot with that.
Yeah, because they know what the song is.
And then once I create it, they just see the art rather than just... When they know the song, they're like, oh, I don't know, can we change it to this song? You know what I mean? But this is just like, it's there.
It's like a whole, like one piece.
A new experience, you know?
Yeah. Nah, for sure. I think, I've had situations like that too. And I try to explain, like, I always try to get them to confirm the songs. And I'm like,
are you sure?
Please confirm the songs. And I explain it because I'm like, I don't go really into detail because most people who pick the songs are usually good, but there's obviously like a few clients who like either a new song comes out or like they just don't like the song with the video. So then I'll be like, we could do it. It's just we do edit to the beat and we edit to the music. You know, like it's editing the whole thing again, not just swap the song in and out. But luckily that hasn't happened too often though. But
I've had weird song requests. And in those situations, I just tell them like, it's gonna be really hard to edit your video to this song. You know. I
do at the end of the day just kind of say like it's their video.
It
is what it is. Like
it'll be like songs like
it doesn't make any sense.
Do you know tone music like that?
I know some songs.
Like I can't see it.
Have you ever reused drone shots?
Yo.
Same venue.
Yeah, I have. How do you know this? Are you asking because you know I do this?
I thought to myself, like, would that be the case? Honestly, I feel like I'd be too lazy to even go, like, through my hard drives to find it. So I'm like, I'll just take it again.
Yo, I went as far as reusing...
No, you know what I know you would have done?
What?
You probably took extra shots.
No, that Scarborough Convention Center drone shot, I've used that every single wedding.
Like the same clip?
The same clip. I'll just reverse it or just, color grade it differently. I know how to make things look like it's daytime and nighttime through like color grading. So I just color grade it so it looks different, but it's all the same shot. Yo, I went as far as, it's not middle, tabla? No, that's the people that do the drum thing. I use a different wedding drum person for another wedding. Because no one's going to know, okay, this is a guy who did the drums for my wedding. So I swap those in situations when I need to.
That's actually a good idea. If I was like 7 years ago, or I guess 6 years ago when I started weddings, what I would do is literally for one wedding, get one of my second shooters to take like 50,000 angles and then just put it in folders.
That's what I'm saying. And name it differently.
Like drone shots of Scarborough Convention Center or whatever.
I have that. I have Market Convention Center, Scarborough Convention Center. Every like hall, I have daytime, nighttime. And just drone shots for that.
Okay, that's great. Honestly, that's kind of smart because at the end of the day, it's still a different look.
It's Well, how many different drone shots can you get at the same venue, right?
It's basically the same thing every time. I've luckily never done this, but some of my second shooters have. But this is why we have 10 angles. Have you ever filmed at a wedding? And realized you forgot to press record?
I have. It happens naturally, right? Not important moments. I have anxiety, so I'm always triple checking, double checking when I'm recording. Ahash. Yo, bro, this guy's the worst, okay? Ahash.
No, but you guys are using Sony's fam. Like, there's lights everywhere.
He has no excuse. This guy, he recorded. I should have bashed him, but I'm going to do it anyways, but...
I actually love you though.
There was a reaction I needed.
Check.
Was it good? It wasn't recording?
No, it's okay.
Yeah, mine.
I apologize, Adrian. I did this last time as well. Good thing we're early in the interview. TK didn't tell me my audio was on. He does videography. He looked at my mic.
Is mine on? I don't even know anymore.
Yours is on.
Yeah, we good.
As a videographer, I looked at yours and realized it's on. He just said, I'm not going to tell you that yours is not on.
Yo, as you asked me that question too, it's crazy. Do we click record?
I do apologize. No, man. Yeah, okay, yeah. So Ahash, what was he doing?
No, I mean, okay, not just Ahash. Everyone.
Yeah, I've had some shooters do it too. I think everyone does it.
Yeah, it's natural. Like you're not gonna be 100% every single time.
Yeah.
But there was one specific incident where it's like I knew the groom was gonna cry.
Okay.
And I went to the guy. I'm just like, yo, make sure you click record and you get this shot. I get a clean angle because he's gonna 100% cry.
Yeah.
Because the bride was surprising the groom with something.
Oh, okay.
He's like, yeah, I got you.
He rolled up by himself?
No, so I was there. I got the bride's entrance. Luckily, I'm always thinking to shoot as if I'm shooting alone.
Yeah,
I always get the bride and I try to get the groom too. And I'm looking at Ash, in the mic, he's just like, yo, I'm getting some heaters, bro. I'm getting some heaters. I'm like, all right, sick, right? And then, so he came back to me and he's just like, yo, I got some fire for you. I'm like, all right, bomb. And then 2 seconds later, he looks down, he comes to me, he's like, yo, the memory card corrupted. Okay? Like, how? Yeah. And he's like, yo, I don't know, but yo, it corrupted. And then I'm like, so what do we do?
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, I don't have the footage. I'm like, until when? And he's like, just the entrance, okay? And I'm like, hold up, it corrupted, but only part that didn't get saved was the entrance? It's crazy.
That's crazy.
And then I went home, and I looked at the footage, and I could see his camera wasn't recording, because in the Sony, you can see at the top, it's red.
Yeah, the red light,
And I'm like, bro, you liar, just be honest about it.
Yeah.
You know, but we made it work, and the couple loved it.
Yeah.
And he gives me a lot of headaches.
Yeah. No, that's crazy.
I say this because he's probably the best shooter on the team. He makes mistakes, but he's the best shooter on the team.
He's a killer for sure.
He's elite.
So if you're getting married, you're looking for a wedding videographer, and you emailed Red Lotus, you're not Red Lotus,
okay,
and he sent your pricing, he sent his pricing to you, how would you react to that?
Okay, I'll tell you one thing. Everything in the wedding industry is expensive. Before I created my pricing packages, I got pricing from all my competitors. You know?
Oh, okay. How did you do that?
Email them. I'm sure everybody does this. Makes a fake email and just emails all these guys. I'll be honest, I don't care. I know they do it to me
Honestly,
too.
there's probably a lot of people who do that as well. Have I done that? No. But other people probably have. I did do that.
You did, right?
Delete that.
I see what the market's at. I see what iCapture charges. I see what Saffron charges. I see what Blink charges.
You emailed that?
I probably have, to be honest.
I think I emailed you. I'm 90% sure I have your price. I do actually. I have your price.
You should. Yeah, like, yo, it's natural, right? And then so I find out what everyone charges, and I try to create something competitive with that, you know? And I pay my shooters according, right?
Yeah.
All those guys make big dollars because I could charge the rate I'm charging, right? It's not just, and they all work hard for it, you know? It's not like it's like they come film and they dip. They put their heart into it. Ash calls me all the time and asks me, yo, what are we doing differently this year? Yo, why don't we do this? Why don't we do that? So we're always planning, strategizing how to make couples' videos look unique and different and beautiful. He sends me inspo all the time, from Ash to Jazz to Dutton to, like, you know, Niction. They always send me inspo. So like, it's like.
Is there a reason you said Niction last?
Damn. I don't know.
But he's been there probably.
He's the longest, actually.
Yeah, he's the longest. I got you, brother.
Damn.
I got you.
Can we bleep that out too?
I'll think about it. You gonna sponsor the next one?
He's got money.
You gonna sponsor the next one?
Oh, me? Yo, 100%.
All right, we'll bleep out whatever he says to bleep out.
We make sure you get delivered everything. And I feel like we offer a lot of things that people normally charge for, included within our pricing.
And obviously, like, you guys are improving every year.
Every year we're upgrading our gear. Everything we deliver is in 4K, so it's not like we charge you extra for the little things, you know?
Yeah, that's actually crazy because I've been shooting 4K for quite a while now.
Yeah.
I didn't realize people are upcharging for 4K.
Yo, everybody does, yeah.
That's insane.
And I don't blame them. There is cost for like storage and all that stuff. There's an extra cost for everything. So like everyone has their own practices, but for me, I try to be as reasonable as possible with the pricing.
For sure, that's a good answer. I agree. Yeah, weddings in general are expensive. There was a point for me that I got to, I think, last year where I was kind of like, I feel like I can't go any higher than this.
Same here.
Like morally, like I felt like it was like, this is getting a little crazy. Yeah. But the one thing is like when you're booked up fully, like you have 40 weddings this year, I think.
Yeah.
2023, I had 40 as well.
Yeah.
And then last year I capped it at 25.
Yeah.
But when you're getting booked up, it's almost like supply and demand.
Yeah.
You know, like
I told you this earlier. If you're getting overbooked, you're not charging enough, right?
Yeah.
So for me, it's like I had to kind of control that somehow.
Yeah,
so I upped the pricing. But there was a girl that messaged me and she's like, "Hey, I want to book with you."
Yeah.
And then she came back to me and she just like, "I can't afford it." And then she's just like, I won't be able to do it.
Yeah.
And then like a month later, she's like, "Yo, I want to book with you." And I'm like, what happened?
Yeah.
And she's like, "Yo, my family saw I was sad." And then they kind of all pitched in money to kind of book it. And at that point, I'm like, "Oh man, it shouldn't be that hard." Right? So after that moment, I brought down my pricing. I want everyone to still have access to it. Right? I'll cap it off at a certain amount, but I don't want people to friggin' go bankrupt, or sell their kidney, just to make it work. And especially if she really wanted me, and she just couldn't afford it. So I'm just like, you know what, I could bring it down. But
nah, for sure. So if you're looking to hire him, you could just make up a story like that. Not saying that girl did, but if you make up a nice story, ChatGPT that real quick, you get a quick 50% off.
Yo, I'm a sucker, bro. If you talk well enough to me, I fall for it.
Don't be saying all that. That's good though. I do when I do hear stories like that, like it is, because like obviously you're human, and and you want, but at the same time you have to understand it's a business as well.
Mm-hmm. There is a lot of cost when it comes to this.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like this stuff is expensive. Like especially like us. Like I'm not saying other people don't, but we love like camera gear and like like we kind of even for fun we're looking into this stuff. So. Like I love buying stuff for fun, like from a content that doesn't even make sense to buy stuff for. Like I was talking to Ahaj about the FX6.
Yeah.
I can't say it too loud, but I was looking into one.
It's nice. I have it.
Yeah, it's fire. So I think that's the other thing. Like we're also using all that stuff for the weddings. Right. So it's not like we're taking it and buying like a super nice car or anything.
Damn, this guy's flaming me like this. Crazy.
I actually thought of that on the spot. That was kind of mean, but there's nothing wrong with buying nice cars.
Yes.
You like cars.
I don't really care for cars, to be honest.
You should probably say you like cars. He likes cars.
When people see my car, they be like, "Yo, how much horsepower is that?" It's like,
I don't know anything.
20?
I don't know anything about cars. Though. He actually, his dad is, he worked with some cars and stuff when he was growing up. That's why he likes cars. That's why he wanted to buy one.
Yes, so, 100%.
Yeah, that's the reason. Okay, let's move on. Okay, this is a good question actually. Probably something that no one really talks about, but I know for sure guests probably hate us for. The fact that we, unfortunately, blocked the entire wedding.
Yes, yeah.
What do you think about that?
In the beginning, when I first started off, I was so nervous about making sure I get the shot that I would block. But now I think as we got more experience, we kind of made it a thing where I tell everyone on my team, yo, just don't block the entrance, don't block the way. I even said my team to go sit down. I know it looks like we're being lazy, but I set the camera up, go to the corner and just let like chill.
Until something happens.
Until something happens, right? Yeah. It looks like we're being lazy, but no, we're just making sure that we're not blocking the way, right? In the beginning, I couldn't help it. I was high anxiety. I didn't know what was happening. I just capture everything. But now we know what we need to get. So we do our best to kind of stay out of the way. Photographers, I can't speak on them. But I don't blame them too. They gotta take the pictures, right? Versus our cameras, we can leave it static and move out. Right? But sure. So I try my best not to stay in the way. It's hard. But especially when there's like 10 people there. You know?
That's the other thing. When there's say there's like 7.
Three of us.
Yeah,
4 of us. Whatever it is.
3 of them or whatever.
Yeah.
Especially, so I tell my team try not to stand in the front. Like unless we have the middle angle. But even when I take it, I usually kneel down. Because I'm like, I don't want to
And you're like 7 feet tall.
Yeah, so I'm still as tall as Ahaj, when I'm kneeling, but.
Damn, Ahaj is getting flamed this episode. It's crazy.
But that way, because I went to a few weddings now. And I'm watching it, and I'm like, damn, everyone, you can't see the stage. So I'm at the wedding trying to I don't care.
Because you can just go like this.
Yeah, you can go. But some people are probably like, yo, these guys are just in the way. And we're obviously trying to do our job.
People go to photographers and be like, yo, you guys are blocking. And they'll be like, put it to projectors. Look at that.
Oh, that's
and then, I get it. But and they have every right to be like, yo, we came here to see our friends get married, not your butt, right?
And then, for sure.
So I try my best. Obviously, Dolly time, I have to be the center. I can't control that, right?
But people come up to the stage.
I usually tell everyone to come up because it kind of makes it more immersive.
You know, so. For sure. There you go. That's another tip for you guys, up and comers. All right, guys, this might be a good time to say for the first time that I am officially retired from wedding videos. Actually, any videos, weddings, events, all that. I took a year. I mean, I didn't take a year off. I actually retired for good. It's because of him.
Dude.
No, it's not. But yeah, we've been doing this for like 6 years, and I thought it was time to try something different. So we're kind of pushing towards content creations. I want to give a huge shout out to all my clients over the past few years for the amazing experiences. All my second shooters, V2 Doozy, my sister helped me with some stuff. Danuska helped me. Craig, Nan, Rajivan. If I missed anyone, I apologize. Rack.
Damn.
No one. All you guys, huge shout out, because Blink wouldn't be Blink without the team. So we're on to new things, but if you are looking for a wedding videographer, he's going to be in the game for another 10 to 15 years.
Jesus Christ.
Make sure to hit him up. You have a team package now, I'm hearing?
I do have a team package. If we're booked for the day, you could book our team for 15% off.
15?
Yeah, 15% off.
How kind of 15% going to do?
What do you want, 20? What do you think is
like,
fair?
Team?
You think they're that trash?
No, I don't think your team is trash at all. I think your team is probably the best team in the game.
Okay, then what?
With my team. With my team, I'm not blasting my team.
Yeah.
I'm not blasting anyone else's team either. Shit.
So who are we better than?
Who are you better than?
I
think Red Lotus is top of the game.
Nah, fuck. I want you to bring up names.
I don't make up no name. I think Red Lotus is up there for sure.
Jesus. No, thank you. Thank you.
Nah, for sure. 100%. Like, I'm getting married, obviously, this year.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but my team is filming. If I'm not allowed to say it, I'll delete it, Austin Nuska. But if I wasn't going with my team, I would have hired you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
That's big.
Yeah,
Thank you.
100%. If you're like up and coming, or like you're trying to join the team, which maybe we could talk about that for a second, because I know you have a pretty big team and you kind of been growing your team for a while. I actually have trust issues and don't really have new guys. I have my same team for like years now. I guess like being someone who's willing, like Ahash, like even to say that in year or whatever he's in, 5 with you.
Yo, I met him when he was 19, he's 26 now.
Yeah, okay, you're 7. So like for him to still be like, yo, what are we doing this year to make it different as a second shooter? It's not even his
business. Yeah, but I mean, it is kind
of his business.
Yeah.
Like obviously all your business, but it's your business, and he's like a big piece to the team.
Yeah.
But still doesn't need to go to that level.
Yeah.
You know, like he gets paid by the hour.
Yeah.
While he's filming, but he's still putting in time. Also, I'm thinking you need to give a raise to my guys out here.
Who? I pay this guy so much money. Who are you talking about? What are you counting to?
I'm trying to count how many people message me to ask you. How much are we talking? Are you allowed to talk about numbers here?
I don't know. You know what? I gave them a raise because of you.
Yeah, I know, because at that day.
You remember that? I was at a table at a wedding with this guy, and then my team was there, and then I don't know how, but you're talking about how much you pay your guys.
Yeah.
And then he said something about like 65, 70. And my whole team, chill.
85? So main second shooter.
And then my whole team was like, what? You know? And from that, I'm like, okay, I got to raise you guys' pricing.
That was my bad. I didn't mean to do that.
No, it's cool. It's cool. They make big money, man.
No, yeah, it's good. It's good. Honestly, like, it's the least amount of stress. You're there, you film, and you're out. You don't got to think about storage, editing. It's good to have a team like that. But, okay, I had some people who asked to second shoot, and, like, they don't even follow my page. Like, they don't even follow Blink.
Oh, yeah?
So I'm like, and, like, some people do this. Like, I think, like, come on, man. Like, that doesn't make sense. You're going to a business to try to shoot with them.
And you don't even know anything.
And you don't know anything about them. Or like maybe you do, but you don't follow the account. So in my head, I assume like you don't give a damn about Blink.
Yeah, you're just doing it for like a money grab.
Yeah, you want just money.
Yeah. I know I have a big team, but I keep my circle tight. I don't there's so many people who try to get jobs, right? Not that I'm not going to give jobs to people. Yeah. Like there's only one, I don't have much of a capacity like that. Like if I only take a certain amount of weddings, like before I was going to cut it down to 15.
What, weddings?
Yeah, 15 weddings a year.
Oh,
and I did, and then I got married that year and I kind of needed more money. And then, so I eventually upped it to 20 and then I upped it back to 25 and then eventually now it's at like 40 again.
40, yeah.
Nice. But this is not, I have a cutoff for like TK weddings. It's 40 including the team weddings.
Oh, total?
Total, yeah. Oh, okay. It's not just, I still have a cutoff for me.
Oh, okay.
But then my team has their own set of weddings.
Okay.
And when they're shooting without me, they obviously get a higher rate.
Yeah. That's big, yeah. Wait, so you also said, you have a big team, but a small circle. Yeah. So who in your team is not a part of that circle?
They are a small circle.
They said big team, small circle.
10 people is still small, you know?
Oh, so your team is in the circle.
They're within it, yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
I think that's all. I don't really talk to people like that. Outside of like just my team,
Yeah.
I don't have much of a, you know? I don't
Social life?
go out like that, yeah. Like basketball, I come and play here and there, but...
Yeah. Nah, me neither, actually. It's actually crazy because Doozy and V2 are probably two of the people I talk to the most.
Yeah.
And they're on my team, you know? Like
That's life, right?
Crazy, yeah. Okay, so who would you say is the top 3 videographers and the top 3 photographers, no order, in the industry? Are you allowed to?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
I think Jazz is elite. Eclipse Films. I don't want to promote my own guys, but
no, you could plug him in if you need. Whoever you think is the top. I think he's really good too. He kind of came out of nowhere. Actually, a big fumble real quick.
I heard about this actually, but go ahead.
So as I was saying before, you know, like, there's a time where I was like, I wasn't responding to DMs, or I was keeping my team super small. So Jazz from Eclipse Films hit me up and he's like, yo, like, I'm interested, you know, learning, joining the team possibly. I don't know what happened. I forgot what happened, but I did not respond. I think I responded and I was just like, yo, like, we're not really building our team right now. So he ends up going to Red Lotus over here and he's killing the game right now. So my bad, brother. If you guys want to check out his account, he's dropping some bangers. Check his stuff out.
He's creative. He's a great storyteller. So I put him up there. Eye capture is elite.
Yeah.
He's unique and he creates creative content. Mm-hmm. In photography, obviously everyone knows the top 3. Divine is really good. Mm-hmm. Anuj is my guy. Yeah. And EM photography. I think everybody knows that with that photos.
Yeah. I think those 3 are
the most sought after.
There, yeah, for sure.
Video, wedding filmers, Eclipse, and eye capture. My top 3.
That's solid. Okay. In my first few years, I trained like 15 guys, and like
this guy said big fumbles crazy.
And 12 of those guys were not serious. I had one reception. We gave him a camera. First gig he came to, he's holding the gimbal in one hand and alcohol in the other hand.
That's crazy.
And then there's a lot of guys who will come, learn a lot of things, and then like leave, which is totally cool. But then, like, obviously you're trying to build a team.
There's got to be a return.
Yeah, exactly.
Some
right?
sort.
You can't just give all your information and they're gone and do it, you know? I'm not saying they can eventually do that. I think everyone, if they want to build their own business, that's totally cool. Mm-hmm. It's just for me, I was teaching a bunch of people and then they were just learning and they're gone. So it's like, what
do I do?
I'm stuck finding a new person. So did you feel any extra pressure for your own wedding in terms of like the video?
I didn't do it. Like I didn't film it. That was
you didn't film your own wedding?
It was Ahash,
Obviously
Jazz.
you didn't film your own wedding.
Yeah, but... No, I didn't have any extra pressure. No.
Like, did you edit it?
No, these guys did.
Oh, they did the whole thing.
They did everything, and I kind of wanted it that way because Ahash, Jazz, Tamlani, Nikshin, everyone on my team, are people that I trained, right? So.
Why didn't you add her in your initial?
I didn't say Tamlani?
No.
Fuck. Yo, she's elite. Guys, follow Tamlani, please. Kind of vouch for her. Come on.
Yeah. She was at the last shoot with Danuska where you did the interview thing with, was it Doozy?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Where's that video?
Yo, bro, ask Duzan.
What?
Ask Duzan, bro. I've been asking him. He got so busy with his own stuff, too.
Yeah. No,
but he's holding off on it.
Yeah, she was there. I think that's the first time I officially met her.
Yeah.
She was super cool, though.
She's so smart and creative.
Yeah.
She's trying to be a content creator, too. This is why
cool.
you got to do a workshop.
Yeah, maybe we will. Shout out to her. Make sure to check out her page. She's trying to be a content creator, so show some love. Maybe workshop coming soon, because Tiki told me to do one.
You have to.
For content creation. Am I that good to do one?
Yes.
I don't know, but shit, we'll do one anyways.
What was the question? Oh, any pressure with my wedding?
Yeah.
Nah.
Wedding video specifically.
Nah, I did not care. Like I was so lenient with my wedding stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of everyone just kind of gave me a good deal with everything, and I ran with it.
Yeah.
And these guys, I just gave them that as a special project. I'm like, yo, like, I just want you guys to have full creative freedom with it.
That's sick.
And then we watched it together. It was like a full circle moment. 'Cause I met Ahash and Tam when they were 19.
Okay.
And then Jazz is later on.
Yeah.
But having them all collaborate on this one video and kind of show it to me at once.
Yeah.
On my wedding day, it was really cool.
Yeah.
Got a little emotional, but
Yeah, you definitely start crying.
I don't cry.
He cries there. I've seen him cry once.
Only when I'm posting, right?
Yeah. That's it. Okay. Have you ever had a photographer, block your angle, maybe full coverage, highlight, like walk in front of your shots? And if so, how'd you deal with that?
Yo, that shit happens all the time. You're gonna make me say names.
You don't gotta say no names. Unless you want to say some names.
I can't.
We'll get like an extra 3,000
I'm still in the industry, bro. You're right. You can say.
Oh yeah, I forgot to add, guys. The only reason I'm even okay asking these questions is because I'm out the industry.
Yeah, I've had guys sometimes purposely come in front of us.
Yeah. I felt like that too.
You know, they straight up told me, like, if you keep blocking me, I'm gonna, come in front of it. You can't do anything. Yo, I always go the peace route. I know a lot of guys would go and confront them and stuff. I'm not that kind of guy. So for me, I go and apologize. And I just be like, for me, I just want to make sure my shit is good. I don't want to have beef with them. You know what I mean? We're all supposed to be one team.
You almost said the name, didn't you?
Yeah.
No, I agree. I think photo and video, like, you guys are one team, technically.
It's easy to mess up one person's thing, right? So, I'll take the higher road and just kind of go and be like, yo, my bad, bro. Like, I don't want to have problems with you.
Nah, for sure.
There's no ego in that. I feel like, bro, at the end of the day, I'm trying to create art for my client.
There
shouldn't be a problem between me and them, right? So,
because then you're focusing on the wrong stuff too.
Yeah,
you're
bro.
Not thinking about like.
I can't be thinking, oh, is he gonna come my way when she's hugging her grandma? You know what I mean? I can't let them live rent free in my head. So I'd rather just go and say sorry and just be like, yo, man, I'm sorry if I blocked you. I won't do it again. Just keep peace. You know?
That's good. Yeah, for me, I feel like it's happened for sure. But I don't think I've never had an issue like where I've had to talk to someone about it. There might be like one group that or sometimes I'm like, are they doing it on purpose? But I'm like, nah, there's no way. Like, they can't be. I think like obviously we have different stuff. We're capturing the same event, but everyone has their own style. Some people like to use a 8mm lens and walk up all the way in front to the stage and stand right next to that ear for the whole wedding. Some people are a little smarter. They use a 24/7 and they're able to stand with you. You
can zoom in and out,
So I get it, but at the same time, like, I think, you're a team at the end of the day. Like, you're working with them, not against them.
It happens less now. I think when I was starting off, I got bullied a lot. But now it's like, once you kind of create a brand for yourself, it becomes less. I don't know why. But I think that's how it goes.
I mean, we kind of know why. But I also felt like I didn't have an ego in the game. Like, when I went to gigs and stuff, I'd always go say what up to everyone there. I came with that energy like, yo, I'm not here for no problems. And I was never like that. I didn't really, I don't think of this as like who I am. Like, Blink is Nadoon. Like, I'm my own person. I play like sports.
Bro, I think a lot of people live it.
I think that's the problem. I do
Which
believe
ruins
that.
it. I am like
my company.
This company,
Like, my company defines who I am as a person.
It's not. I have a life outside of it. Right? Just like my family, my friends, my 10 people. You know. But but a lot of those guys, not to say names, kind of live on social media, right? So. So going based off that question, is there anyone you work with when you were starting up, when like you were getting bullied a little bit, that wasn't like that? Anuj.
Okay.
Anuj is that he's such a friendly. I mean, you know this. But he's such a friendly person. Don't get it wrong. He still blocks me here and there. but I love working with Anuj. As there's always a mix with, like, not a mix, but you get something, but it compensates for the other one, right? Like it's like he gets in my way a lot, but yo, bro, he makes my footage so much better. Right. A lot of times he'll even come to me and be like, yo, this is a crazy shot.
He does.
Right. Oh, yo, light it this way or light it that way, because he's a cinematographer at heart too. So, I love working with Anuj. I think my best videos came with me working with Anuj.
He's amazing for sure. He's a dope guy too.
Sick person. Again, he's one of those guys that his brand doesn't like define him. You know what I mean? He has his own personal life. He's like a geek behind closed doors.
He loves like Lego and all this. Another company for me was Digital Fusion.
I never had a relationship with those guys.
Okay, honestly, those guys, like, they're such dope guys. Like, the whole team really, but Danushan and Deepan mainly is.
I maybe talked to 5-6 times in my life. But there was one time I had an issue with my audio for a reception. Like, it just got like that damaged somehow. So I was freaking out, and then I called someone. They're like, "Oh, Digital Fusion will be able to help," because he had the same problem. I didn't know who he was. I got his number and I called him. He stayed on the phone with me, and he kind of showed me what app to download, how to use it, and then and everything worked out. And I'm like, I'm super grateful for those guys, but I never built a relationship with those guys outside of that.
But those are guys who were my whole like hard drive setup, Synology. They literally stayed on the phone with me for hours, teaching me how to set up the whole thing. Even when I first met them, like, I didn't feel like I was a rookie coming in. Like,
they treat you human.
They
like
treat me
human,
like,
yeah.
you know, like, I'm like, okay, I'm here to do a job.
Yeah.
Obviously now, like, you don't get that anymore because, like, people know you in the industry.
Yeah, yeah.
And you've been there, so, like, they don't treat you or they know who you are, so they kind of have to give you that respect. Which is kind of sad, though. That's another thing, like, when I work with new photographers, I'll go say what up to them.
Bro, we're human, bro.
Yeah,
More than just a business, we're all human.
Yeah.
Like, treat everyone that way, you know?
100%. How were you treated when you first came into the industry? Brand new, no one knew who you were.
A lot of people took risks because I didn't have much of a portfolio.
Yeah, clients.
Clients,
Yeah.
overall. And like, I think in the beginning, a lot of times people obviously told me like what to do and how to shoot, how to edit. They'd be like, yo, could you get this shot? Could you get that shot? Yo, make sure you get this, make sure you get that. Now it's a bit different where it's like, they just trust it. If I ask them like, yo, what shot do you want? No, we trust you. Yo, you do your thing.
Who are you talking about?
Clients.
Oh, like, okay.
Yeah. Well, who are you asking about?
Oh, no, I was confused on who you were talking about.
Oh, clients.
I mean, like, client side and, like, how were you treated as in, like...
As a vendors?
Vendor. Yeah, clients as well. Yeah, no, that's good. I didn't even think about that side of it. Yeah.
That's what I was getting at when I heard it. I'm like...
Oh, no, that's a good point, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. In the beginning, they're on.
Yeah. Oh, what about, like, in the beginning with, like, pricing and stuff?
People don't know this. When I first started, before Red Lotus, I had another company.
Yeah.
And then when I first started, I had a partner. He was like my business partner. And we charged for our first gig, photo and video, $500.
That's good. My first wedding?
Yeah.
$200.
You're lying. But I only made $250. I had to split it with him, right? So 50-50.
So we made the same?
$250, yeah. And I was so happy. I think that was one of my more happier moments. I'm like, damn, I made money with the craft that I love.
Yeah.
Right? So.
No, that's crazy. That's a crazy experience for sure. Okay, so I had this client in the wedding industry, and basically they hired me, booked everything for the price.
Yeah.
And then they were like, can we give less of a first payment? Because I do 50, 40, 10.
Okay.
50 day of, 40 a week before, 10 when I deliver.
I do 40, 50, 10, yeah.
40, 50, 10, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, sorry, yeah, that's what I do. 40,
Damn.
40, 50, 10. They booked and everything. They're like, hey, can we give just $1,000 deposit? So they're in the industry, so I was kind of like, I'm like, they're not going to finesse.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, sure, cool. It's all good. I'll do it. And then they weren't signing the contract. So I was like, hey, can you sign the contract? And it was like, it's been a couple weeks now.
Yeah.
And then I had to ask again, like another couple weeks later. And then they're like, hey, my fiance is asking if you could reduce it by $200.
Okay.
And they're paying like quite a bit already.
Yeah.
But it was a good price though for what they were getting.
Yeah.
And then they're like, can you reduce it by 200? And I was like, what? I was like, they're like, oh, we're just wondering if you could do it before we sign the contract. So in my head, I'm like, okay, so you're not
that's crazy.
You're not going to book if you don't get it. So that already, I was like, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
Like, I was just annoyed because I'm like, you guys waited a month and a half to now tell me you're not going to sign the contract if I don't remove $200. And in my head, I'm like, it's $200. Like, you're already spending money. Like, I don't get what you're saving.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So they basically were like, oh, like, I'm like, no, like, unfortunately, I can't reduce it. And not that I couldn't do it, but I was kind of like, what?
The disrespect.
Yeah, like, you didn't sign a contract when I thought it was booked in.
Yeah.
I lost out a client on that day, actually, which has happened quite often as well.
Yeah.
Story. So basically what happened was I was like, I can't reduce it. And they're like, oh, okay, we don't think we're going to be able to book. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's cool.
That's
like,
crazy.
Yeah. So what happened, the funny part though, I took them off the thing and then I sent the $1,000 back right away.
Damn, okay.
Yeah. So, and then she's like, hey, like, oh, I noticed you sent the money back. Like, we're okay with the original pricing. And I was like, oh, sorry, unfortunately, like, I'm booked for that day.
Oh, yeah? Damn.
Because for me, it's like...
No, you don't want to work with people like that.
Yeah, I'm not trying to work with people who are, like, already start... Like, I haven't even done anything yet. Yeah. And we have, like, tension. Like, that's just weird.
It's weird as hell, yeah.
And, like, for me, I don't care about money like that to, like, sell my soul for,
yeah.
You know, like...
Nah. Most of my clients have been, like, you know, like, super chill.
Yeah.
I always build good relationships with like, a lot of people on my team were my clients.
Oh, no, that's crazy.
Shana, Jazz is going to be on my... Well, who else? Luxman's on my team.
How long has he been on your team?
A couple months now, yeah.
So you didn't shout out a lot of people.
Damn.
You just left out 90% of your team.
We have too many guys, 10 people, right?
Everyone on this team who he didn't shout out, feel free to come join my social media team.
God damn
We're looking for a bigger team. He won't even shout you out in the video. I'll shout you out.
Damn.
On the first day. All right, let's move on here. So you have your foundation.
Yes.
Shout out.
Yes.
You want to explain what you do real quick?
Ivan Foundation. I just help people back home. The biggest thing for me was getting the community together, right?
Yeah.
Instead of just TK doing it, getting everyone involved and everyone together and kind of, as a group, we kind of give back to Sri Lanka. At times, freaking, like when I had my gala, they called me up on stage, right? But for me, it's more so like the community there. That's why I'm doing the gala and stuff like that. I want the whole community to get together, donate money, and give it back home.
That's solid.
Yeah.
Can people donate all year round, or is it just for?
Right now, I have a GoFundMe because I need some help with that factory.
Oh, yeah,
but yeah, I mean, if someone reaches out to me, I really had I had a hard time finding the right people to give money to. You don't know who to trust.
Yeah.
Right. So I think I found some good people. A lot of time people did message me when I first went. They're like, "How can we donate?" I didn't reply. I didn't want to take their money and give it to wrong areas.
Yeah.
Right. So now if people reach out, and I can give you guys proof and like pictures and everything. So you can donate.
Okay, cool. Yeah, for sure. If you guys want to check that out, we'll link it in the description below. GoFundMe page.
But he's the one that started it, bro. Like going back.
Yeah, that was so crazy.
It was inspiring, man. Like I think a lot of people seen it. They're like, "Yo, this is something we should do like one day too."
Yeah.
Right, so.
No, for sure. I think like I don't know if I ever talked about that stuff like online. I know I posted the videos, but 2023 November I think it was the first time I went to Sri Lanka. And then when we went, it was just a crazy experience to see how people were living.
Yeah.
And these are like, it could have been me, if I was there, like my parents didn't come to Canada. I'm always like a type of person, I don't really talk about this stuff online, but I will give people that I feel like deserve, whether it's here or not. Uber drivers, like I've tipped like $100 to like multiple people before when I can tell they're like good people. So when we went there, I wanted to give people, like whoever was in need kind of thing. I've always like watched like MD Motivator, Jimmy Darts, I don't know if you know those guys, but the guys who like give money to like people.
I've seen a couple people on social media, yeah.
So then I was like, what if I just posted just to see, and it's not for clout. I know a lot of people look at that kind of content and they're like, oh, they're posting it to seem like they're good or whatever. Like if I were to post this, I would have hundreds of videos.
100%.
You know, like I don't post it for that reason.
Yeah.
I just wanted to post it to see the reaction I would get, to see whatever we could do. And there's one lady at the beach where I posted something about her and people hit me up and they're like, "Yo, how can we donate?" And at first I was like, I didn't want to get involved with the money side of things.
Yeah.
Because like people could trust me, but at the same time, like who knows? Like people could talk and be like, "Yo, he didn't use the money for that." That's why
it gets tricky, bro. Yeah.
Because you probably deal with that like,
all the time. People actually ask me to send proof of like receipt and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I'll do it, bro. Like if you do the numbers, you'll know. How much it actually costs to build a factory or like freaking build a school. Like it's not cheap. And I put a lot of money out of my own pocket to make this thing happen, right? But again, if it was for the clout, like there's so much we could do, more we could do with it.
Yeah, 100%. It was cool to see like how many people DM me. I think for her we raised like $4,000, $7,000. I don't know. In total we got like 13 grand.
I remember you telling me this.
Yeah. And I wasn't even trying to like run anything like that. Like I was giving my own money.
Yeah.
And then people were like, "Yo, like can I send you money?" And I was like, at first I was saying no, and then people were like, "Yo, can you go to like this orphanage or something?" And then I'm like, okay, maybe whatever. If I'm here and people want to give their money so I can give it to people, I'll do it. So I was just giving to people on the streets, like people who look like they needed it. There's one guy who was like biking for 6 hours a day and he makes $6 Canadian. I can never complain again, one. And two, it's like, then I think we ended up giving him like $50 Canadian or $100 maybe. And he was like so happy.
Yeah.
So.
No, a lot of it's just even just being there for them, right?
Yeah.
You know, till this day, like I try my best to. I do keep in touch. When I was coming here, I was talking to a guy named Priyan.
Oh, okay.
Shout out Priyan. I hope he sees this. I know he doesn't understand English.
Oh, yeah. Well, I had some subtitles.
But yo, like I didn't speak with him for like since I came back from Sri Lanka.
Okay.
And he's been trying to get a hold of me, but I've been so busy. Finally called him, and bro, you should have seen the smile on his face. Like yo, like I'm so happy to finally talk to you. And I'm like, yo, like they live for this. So, like for me, it's like as much as I can, more than just money, support them in other ways. Even speaking to them I feel like helps so much. So I feel like for me with the Ivan Foundation, I found a home in building relationships with these guys, and yeah, I feel like I'm blabbering, but
no, that's good though. We're trying to explain what it's about.
Yeah.
And you so far gone 2 years in a row.
2 years.
Yeah, you're trying to go every year?
I want to, yeah. I have to, yeah. Again, I built those relationships. I have to go see those guys now.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's good, for sure. One of these years, I'm definitely coming with you.
Everyone should go and check out the factory. We built it in Mullaitivu. The biggest reason why we built it in Mullaitivu, that's where the war ended.
Yeah, I remember.
I didn't know anything about Mullaitivu. Right? Like, obviously, I know about the war because my dad spoke about it.
Yeah.
But I didn't know too much about anything in Sri Lanka. And then once I got there is when they're like, yo, we should go and check out Mullaitivu.
Yeah.
We went there, and there's no jobs, there's nothing. They don't even have a Pizza Hut there. Yeah, for me, I'm like, okay, I want to rebuild this area. And then, so that's where I'm like, last year when we went, we taught people how to use the camera.
Yeah.
And then a lot of guys came back to me and they're like, yo, like, we need jobs. So that's why I'm like, okay, how could I create jobs in Sri Lanka?
Yeah.
I do that in Toronto with Red Lotus. There's 10 people working with me.
Yeah,
and they all make money on their own, right?
Yeah.
But Red Lotus is like the hub, right?
Yeah.
So I thought about how I could do that in Sri Lanka, and that's where the whole factory thing happened. Yeah, now hopefully it kind of blows up and does well.
That's huge, man. Definitely check that out. Like that's something that when I seen you launching that, I was like, that's huge. Because when I experienced it myself, I was like, obviously it takes a lot of time too. And you're busy already.
People don't see that.
It's
just everything behind closed doors, like is the planning, building the thing, and getting the team together, looking for the ummas. That was tough. But, and now getting the business.
You haven't really dropped any content about like explaining that side.
I have to. You know what it is? I'm someone who likes to do these things low key. I feel like the more I post on social media, it's gonna come off as like I'm this big shot that does so many things. But so I even Aha, she's like, yo, we should film like documentary showcasing everything.
Because he films a lot of stuff.
He films so much content. He keeps asking me, he's like, yo, let's post it. I keep kind of holding him off. I'm like, yo, I don't want to make it look like we're hyping this. At the same time, it is good to post it because it gives awareness to what we're doing. And if people want to support it, they can support it, right? For sure. So, and we do need the support. I'm buying a machine for them right now where they can print out T-shirts. So we need the businesses that could come and give their business to us to print the T-shirts. Right. So at some point, I have to start marketing it, but it's such a tricky subject.
No, it is tough for sure.
You know.
But I think for me, like even the little bit you explained, like I didn't know some of this stuff.
Like what?
Like just the process of like you were hiring moms.
We hired Amos. Yeah.
You told me that, but like people, I don't think people know that.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Like, have you posted anything? You talk about it at your gala.
I might have. I barely post on Red Lotus, so this Ivanov stuff is.
No, but I think at the end of the day, I get what you're saying, where it's like, even like for the Sri Lanka thing when I was giving away money, I didn't want people to come at me and be like, you're just posting that.
For content.
Yeah. Like for me, it's like, I was actually doing it prior to even, there was a lot of stuff I didn't post.
People don't see that. There's a reason why I have a relationship with these guys in Sri Lanka. And I hate, it's so cringe to say it, but like I do try my best to help them in some way, some shape or form. Like I've given a lot of money out of my own pocket, right? People don't see that. But whenever I do post, you just ask me, how come you haven't posted about the factory? Like it's kind of, like I get kind of cringe inside.
For sure.
But people should know. Like I feel like people should know that there's 6 almost working. They're so happy working with us, right?
No, that's amazing. I think like people, like for me, like I would gladly give money, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not a lot of people think like that.
That's true. But I think there is people out there who would if they knew, you know, like more information.
100%. Which, I gotta do better.
So I just think like people are gonna talk. There's gonna be people who talk. Luckily, in all those messages, not one I got one random person talking crap. Other than that,
I did too. I had one guy who just like, yo, you don't gotta post all this for content. Last year when I did it, it was more so to show people, yo, I am spending the money. I'm not taking ticket sales and just kind of pocketing it. I want to let people know, yo, I got money from the gala. I'm putting it towards Sri Lanka. And here's the proof. More than anything. Right?
Exactly. For sure. That's good. So if you guys were one of those haters, now you know.
Just one.
Just that
just the one hater.
But then
actually 2. Remember that guy I told you about?
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
But the factory's cool. We built it like Ivanloft. So we have the arches there. AC the shit out of it. I don't want anyone being like, yo, it's a sweatshop. Right? We have 6 mothers working there right now. The hope is to expand it and employ hundreds of people. Right? And once I do that, yes, people are gonna ask you, are you making profit off of this? Any business you wanna make a profit. But I'm not gonna do anything with Sri Lankan rupees. You know what I mean? All that profit that we make in that factory is gonna go towards the foundation. The foundation is gonna build more business in Sri Lanka. It's nothing that's gonna come back to me. I make a lot of money through weddings and Ivanloft or whatever it is. I don't need that extra cash flow. And if I don't make a profit, then I'm going to be consistently giving money out of my pocket every month to Sri Lanka.
But the profit is to put it back into it.
It's all going towards a foundation, right? And then
so not really profit. Like you're making profit from the business.
The business has to make profit. Or else it's a failing business and like
you're just losing money.
You're just losing money, And then so now I'm just giving free money at that point, right? There's going to be a profit in the business, and the business will grow. And then the hope is to get more land instead of me investing the money or the gala investing money. The business kind of self-sustains. It kind of grows on its own. Right?
Okay. No, that's good. All right, this is a good question here. So you film about 40 weddings a year. So how do you think your wife feels that you can plan out and film 40 weddings a year and you can't even plan one date?
Damn! This guy went there.
How does that feel? You deal with the contracts and the payments and all that.
I don't. I have my team helping me with that.
Okay, but you get the bookings and you can't even plan one date. And if Tanuska, if you see this video, do not comment on this video. I'm talking about TK. It's a whole different story.
Yo, let me explain how my days go.
Okay, go.
Okay? I wake up, in the mornings I talk to kids in Sri Lanka. So 9 a.m. to 12, I'm on the phone.
Can't even blast them anymore. Okay.
Right?
9 a.m. to what?
To 12, because it's their nighttime.
So you're talking to them like every day?
There's multiple. There's Jasmine I talk to. Joel's a bit mad at me because I haven't called him in a while, but pre-end. So I actually spent some time to just talk to him and help them with whatever they're doing too, right? So my mornings are dedicated to the kids in Sri Lanka.
Oh, okay. Nice. Like weekdays or like?
Every day.
Sunday,
except weekends. Actually, even weekends they call me, yeah. So she knows that. Except when I'm traveling. I don't talk to them during that time. And when I don't talk to those guys, they automatically assume I'm upset at them. You know?
Yeah,
so my mornings are dedicated to that, and then I have to edit. Some days I'm shooting.
Yeah.
Some days I'm doing podcasts.
Yeah.
So a lot of my time is usually busy. Yeah, there's no excuses.
I said from 9 to 12 I'm busy and I'm free all day.
I'm free all day. I try to make up some shit in between, but I'm not. I edit. I like to set up my desk and edit all day, man.
I hear you. I do that too.
She's lazy herself too.
Like
put the blame back on her. If I say, let's go out on a date, she'll be like, I don't know, I'm tired to go out right now.
Oh, okay, so if she doesn't care, then you're good.
Nah, she does.
Okay.
Because like certain times in the month, she'll come back to me and be like, yo, I'm kidding. Yo, don't put that in.
What do you guys think? Oh, battery's gonna die. What do you guys think about that though?
What?
For all you wives with business owner husbands, and they can do all this business, but they can't plan a date. And Danushka, once again, I did not ask you to comment under this post.
Wait, do you fall in this category?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm acting like I don't though.
Damn.
Yeah.
I think that's everybody that runs a business.
Yeah. Nah, for sure. Shout out to the sponsor of this video, the Lucky Group.
Once you choose lucky, you always stay lucky.
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay. Appreciate that. I didn't even tell you to say that part. Why'd you choose to say that?
He's a good dude, bro. I actually like him a lot.
Yeah, he is a good guy. I've known him for
good guy.
quite a
Makes
few
good
years
content.
now.
Funny guy.
Yeah, he's good. How do you feel when there's uncles at the wedding who think they're your second shooter?
Yo, the way we shoot now, we're kind of like in the side, right? So it doesn't hurt us.
Yeah.
Yo, it's the aunties, bro. They're the ones.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yo,
Aunties are evolving.
They're evolving. Yeah. When I'm doing the dolly shot, especially when I'm in the middle, yo, bro, they come with their cell phones. And I tell them, like, yo, please stay in the corner.
Yeah.
And those moments, I tell Ahash, I'm like, I'm going to get blocked.
Yeah.
Or Jazz, sorry. I got to say names properly.
Yeah. Side angle?
Get the side angle. Make sure you get a clean shot because, yo, bro, I don't know what's going to happen over here. But, yeah, you can't control that either, bro.
No, for sure. I think I might be a little intimidating, maybe.
Because you're so tall?
Maybe, and I got like tats and stuff, like from wearing teeth.
I do too, bro. I got it everywhere.
You're smiling all the time.
That's true, yeah.
I am too, but like there's times where I'm like, I need to like make sure that, you know? So when I'm in the middle, I usually take middle or close up. There's been times where like they throw the flower and they like hit my shoulder, hit the camera.
Bro, yeah. That's the worst. Like, and they body you.
Yeah, you're getting body. Or like they'll come in and the side of their head's in the frame.
So this is what I started doing. I stiff arm them. I go like this.
Oh, you got the gimbal though.
Yeah. So I go like this and I just body them if I have to.
Yeah. I just tell anyone near me, I'm like, hey, like I need to make sure the wide angle is good. So just try to like either be behind me. I'll let them know now.
Yeah.
Because like I'm not trying to miss that shot.
Especially there's only 2 shots you can really get like the side. And there's a third guy going handheld now.
Yeah, we got that too. Yeah.
But yeah, it's scary.
Yeah. Nah,
they only come out during dolly shot. Yeah. Other times I'm okay, but dolly times whatever.
I'm not too worried about it. Like I know people roast online about it.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt me. I think you shoot the same way as we do.
Yeah. Very similar. Sorry, I was looking there because I was remembering something. Now, there was one time I think I posted on my story where the guy was filming like this, and I'm holding the camera.
Yeah.
And he literally put his other hand around to get the camera this way.
Bro, that's crazy.
Like he basically hugged me from behind.
I think these guys faced that during my wedding, especially because we had actually I shouldn't say that.
It's all good. Yeah. Have you ever gotten confused for me? Because I've been confused for you.
Not recently, but back when we used to actually do like weddings, a crazy amount. People have came and asked me if we're Blink, and not even Blink. It'll be B-Link.
B-Link, yeah. People can't even say it properly. That's half the reason I had to retire, bro. They don't know how to say my name. Yeah, there was one time someone came up to me and they're like, "Hey, are you?"
You said this to me before.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about the story. It wasn't that bad, but it was just funny. Cause like I was like, wait, I didn't take any weddings that month on purpose. So like that's how I figured it out.
Yeah.
Cause they said the date and I was like, wait, what? But no, there's another time where they're like, hey, like, are you Red Lotus? I was like, yeah, but just so you know, I overbook and I don't do a good job. So you should hire Blink. And my bookings went up 2 times that year.
Don't kill me.
No, I never did that. But that would be a good tactic though. I should have did that.
It would be to all my competitors.
Yeah. If someone look like TK, just act like you're him and plug in your business. Okay, you want to quickly talk about your when you went veggie, and I know you were experimenting with veganism. I don't know if you're still doing that.
I still practice it. Like, I wouldn't call myself. I feel like if you're a vegan, you have to like you're on it. Like, for me, I would say I am.
Yeah.
But I don't look at ingredients like that. Like I if someone says, yo, you want milk? I wouldn't be like, no. I would be like, no, like I don't want it. Like we're good. But vegetarian, I started
long time, right?
2017. Not.
Oh yeah.
It's not crazy long. Almost.
Oh, okay. Why'd you start? By the way?
A lot of reasons. I became a bit more spiritual. And so every night when I went to pray, I didn't want to have meat in my system or drink. I quit drinking everything. Yeah, since 2017 I stopped. And I also shot a documentary with my friend.
Okay.
Someone hired us to do it. And he was going vegan it's called I Don't Want to Die diet, right? And then, he went vegan for I think a couple months and just wanted to see how that impacted his system.
Yeah.
And then so I had to find B-roll for that documentary. And bro, when I went to the footage, we actually went to farms and we talked to doctors and we've seen how cows are treated. We were in the States a lot, right? For the documentary, he flew us out.
Yeah.
We've seen how the animals are treated and we're just like, yo, like I don't know how you eat meat after this.
Yeah.
I every time I ate a chicken burger after that, I could see the chicken I saw in the videos.
Yeah, for sure.
I could feel it. For me, it just kind of pushed me away. It felt disgusting to eat it.
Yeah.
You know?
Because you kind of look at it as an animal now.
Yeah, yo.
Rather than food.
100%. Again, I wouldn't say I'm vegan, but the reason why I'm trying to be vegan is because one thing I really cut off is Parmesan cheese. I told you, I messaged him you about this.
You love cheese.
Bro, I love pizza. I have a pizza tattoo.
That's crazy. I'm not surprised. Because the first thing you said that wasn't in Sri Lanka was a Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
I was like, why would that be the first thing you think of?
The reason why I said that is because there's no actual fast food chains in Bullied.
Oh, okay.
Like there's not even just Pizza Hut.
Because I don't even see pizza here. You mean like McDonald's?
Anything. There's no fast food restaurant at all. Like Pizza Hut, I said because you can find Pizza Hut everywhere in Sri Lanka. Jaffna to Colombo to every place you go to, there's like a Pizza Hut somewhere.
I didn't even know that. Okay.
And multiple locations.
Yeah.
But in Bullied, they don't have like a Pizza Hut or a fast food store anywhere, right? But not just pizza,
Okay.
But I cut off cheese and Parmesan because I learned about rennet. And that shit was disgusting when I heard about it.
So, I remember you messaging me about that.
Yeah, and
then I told you about the pus and stuff.
Bro, it's actually gross. When you eat cheese after that, again, I'm a visual person, so I start thinking it kind of pushed me away. And once I decide not to do something, I kind of try to stick to it as, you know?
It's actually funny because I feel like a lot of times I talk about meat now, I say animals.
Yeah.
I don't say meat anymore.
Yeah.
And some people catch feelings when I do that.
I catch feelings over that.
Because they're like, oh, like, why are you saying that? But in my head, I'm like, by you even saying that, you realize it's wrong. By you catching feelings because I'm calling a burger an animal.
Yeah.
And you're disgusted by that. But like, what are you acting like you're not eating it? You're eating it.
Yeah.
It's just because I'm saying an animal, now you're like connecting it in your head. But like, let's wake up a little bit, you know?
It's facts.
You know, like it's kind of crazy how that works, but.
If there's one person that's very vocal about this, is you. Like, that I know of, right? Obviously, there's a lot of people that talk about it, but that I know of. So that's why whenever I think something, I can always message you and be like, yo, is this true? I even talked to you about the cow stuff in Sri Lanka.
I actually have a question about that.
Oh, got it.
Oh, yeah, the cow thing. We've talked about like necessity and all that.
Yeah, for me, like I do it because I want to do it, right? More than anything. It's like not the health factor. I'm sure there's a lot of health benefits behind it, you know what I mean? But for me, it's just more so, it's a life. Like, there's also an argument that plants are lives too, right? You need to sacrifice something to live.
The central nervous system and like feeling pain receptors and all that for plants.
But like, you know,
I hear you though.
I have a plant at home. It's weird. I talk to it. And I feed it water. You know, it's still to me, it's still a life.
No, for sure.
Whatever it is, I do not want to kill a life just because I want to.
That's good, bro.
It's still a life. A plant is still a life. Yes, but I need to survive. You know what I mean? So,
I think that's the way I look at it. Is like I'm still doing my research on like plants and stuff, and there is times where I'm thinking like I do see that side of it. But it's like if I can make a conscious effort to stop killing animals. Like a lot of people are like, oh, you kill plants, but I'm like, okay, but I'm still trying to not killing this.
It's
not like, so you're saying like, oh, you kill plants, so kill animals too? Like, you know, like.
It doesn't make sense. A lot of arguments don't make sense.
The arguments are crazy, but the point of me being vocal about it, actually I used to. Then I stopped.
Why'd you stop?
Because people were unfollowing me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like.
Okay.
I would post stories and I would see people unfollowing. Crazy. So I stopped, and then I was like, at a certain point, I'm like, I don't care anymore. Like,
be yourself.
I need to do it. I feel like I need to do it.
Yeah.
There was one time, I don't know if I told you the story, but when I first became vegan, a mom messaged me and she's like, hey, because of all your posts, my kids always, her 2 young kids, like 3 and like 7 or something, like always felt weird eating meat. And the 7-year-old kept saying like, I don't want to eat this because it's animals. And she would always say like, no, you need your protein, you have to eat it. And she's like, after I seen your post, I started making them veggie food, not vegan.
That's decent,
But still, she's like, now I'm actually taking it serious. I'm like you're a grown adult who's thinking the same way as my kids. So why am I not putting in the effort to learn about it?
It's true.
So after that,
if
I was
you can
like,
inspire people, bro.
I was like, I gotta keep going.
Yeah.
If I get unfollowed, I get unfollowed. If you unfollow me because of that, like, I don't know what to say.
Life is life, but the way they kill these animals too is crazy.
A lot of those practices, like, you just have to watch one video really to like realize that it's wrong. And if you still do it, like at the end of the day, you're a hypocrite. If you have a dog and you say you love animals and you eat a burger, like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's tough, bro.
So a question I was gonna ask you, what do you think when people at weddings pray to cows? You know how they have the little cow statue? Right? But then they drink the milk right on the stage, and the only way they get the milk is by artificially inseminating the cow. We're not gonna go into details. Force them to have a baby. Then if it's a boy, they're killing that for veal. If it's a girl, it's gonna go through the same cycle as the mom, which is basically a dairy cow, where they're in the little metal things, and machines are taking milk their whole life, and when they can't do it anymore, they kill them for burgers. How do you feel about that?
Well, okay, there's 2 sides to it. Like sometimes it's a necessity. Like in Sri Lanka, and when I went there, a lot of times when I was trying to help families, the one thing everyone said, hey, could you buy us a cow? And then that's what I'm like, damn, bro. That's a good source of income for those guys. Right? Getting milk and supplying that. And without that, there's a lot of families that will suffer, right? So struggle financially, right? So, and I don't see the torture in it, right? Like I seen 2 cows, they're in a field, and naturally they just went to their home. And they literally together they walked into their I want to say owner, but their people's homes. Right. So I know they're not torturing the animal. They're like they have a name for it. Like they treat it like it's their own family. I seen that. I'm like, yo, I don't see the harm in this. You know? Yes, obviously it's a cow's choice to give its milk to another person, right? But they still treat it like it's family. Versus what I see in Toronto, not Toronto, sorry, in like Western countries. How they treat the animals, how they kill it. It's like obviously you don't want that, right? Like which is why I chose to be vegetarian, because I live in this side of the world. Versus if I was there, I don't know how I would think. Like you kind of said it with necessity versus like just killing.
For sure. I think like the point. There's another thing. Like the cow one, I don't really want to comment on that because like I still don't know. Like for me personally, the way I look at it is like you can't get its permission.
100%. I agree with you on that.
So that's why but I do get the struggle. Like for example, there's some places in Africa where they have no access to any sort of food. All they eat is fish. So it's like,
so what do you do? Exactly.
Like you need to eat the fish. You need to survive. Like I can't be like, what are you doing? The reason I get mad at people, I'm not mad. The reason I feel like people, like people have a choice here. Like I'm a living proof of like a vegan who
we can live like this.
I'm surviving.
Because we are speaking from a privileged place in the sense that we don't know what they're like people in Africa or like Sri Lanka are dealing with, right? Here we could eat anything, you know?
Literally. We have the option to eat.
Bro, I order factory meals and I could choose I want it to be vegan or vegetarian, whatever it may be, and it comes to my house cooked. They don't have that option there. You know?
Sure.
But
no, so that's why I feel like it's a little different, obviously. But no, it's good to see that side where you have like morals, but not just the morals. It's like you understand if you're being a hypocrite if like you are saying one thing and not doing it.
100%. But culturally, everyone's gonna pray to the cow and then kill it right after. And they're the most gentle creatures, bro.
Like if you see videos, like I don't know if you guys follow Radhi. She posted a video about like her pictures with cows. And like I've seen videos of cows, they're exactly like a dog. Just bigger.
It's big,
And like you don't see enough content to like be like, oh, it's a cute dog. But they're the same creature, you know? Like even pigs, like bacon, same exact thing. But I don't know. I guess people don't really care enough, I guess.
It's tough. I can't eat, like I've accidentally ate beef burgers. When I order from like I don't know, like a restaurant and I ask for a veggie burger, they bring in beef.
That's crazy.
Bro, it's disgusting now. I could feel the beef. You know?
let's say I'm your second shooter, and I'm like, yo, TK, this year I'm gonna need benefits.
Okay.
What are you saying to me?
How do you get home? How do I send him home?
You send him home? Yeah. No, that's good. That's what I hoped you would say. You know why? Because what I'm gonna do next.
Oh my God, another sponsor.
I'm gonna call GB Law to sue his ass. He said he's gonna let me go because I wanted benefits. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna call GB Law to deal with him. Your lawyer's favorite lawyer.
To all my second shooters, I love you all. But if I ever piss you off and don't treat you right, make sure to not call GB Law to deal with it.
Make sure to call GB Law to all his shooters, especially if he forgot you earlier and didn't say your name. We'll deal with this guy for you.
Chill.
Okay, we're gonna do a quick little portion called scenario/skit. I'm a client. You're TK.
All right, okay.
Hey TK.
I'm gonna get canceled today. Okay,
I know I booked you for 8 hours for my wedding.
Yeah.
And I know there's only like 30 minutes left.
Yeah.
But I need you to stay for an extra hour and 30 minutes. Is that okay with you?
Hour and 30 minutes is crazy.
Just an extra hour. Is that okay?
Extra hour? I'm not gonna make a deal out of it. No.
Just to take like a couple photos and stuff like that.
It's cool. I don't make a big deal out of like 30 minutes an hour. It's cool. I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. If it goes longer than that, then yeah, it'll be overtime.
Okay, well, you're a really nice guy. Thanks. Okay, so hey TK, I'm so happy I booked you. Can I send you some inspo footage?
No, 100%. But who's
Okay,
footage?
here. Here's a video from Blink.
That's crazy.
Here's a video from Eye Capture, and here's a video from Jazz.
That makes me wonder, did you book me because you like my work? Or
Oh wait, also I forgot to add. You're my first option.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, sure. I mean, yo, bro, it's okay.
Nah, bro. Like, okay, so a lot of people who do it will send at least like, they'll toss in my video too.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, all right. I don't think I've ever gotten like someone just send someone else's work. Because if that happened, I'm crying.
Yo, it hurts, bro.
Yeah.
I don't mind mood boards. I don't mind vision boards and stuff like that. But yeah, I've gotten people send me like
other
straight
people.
eye capture videos. I'm like, bro, I get it. He's nice. Me too.
That's violence. That's how you know like they were crying the week before because they couldn't book him.
Yo, he's nice though. Eye capture's
No,
nice.
Eye Capture is sick with it for sure. Hey TK.
Yes.
I was just wondering if I can pay the 60% after the wedding.
That's tough. Because I got to pay the shooters and stuff too, right?
I can give you the 40% though. Just the 50 I can give it after. Is that okay?
That because I get so awkward on money, bro.
Who deals
60% after the wedding is tough. Because I don't know if you're gonna ghost me after that. I can't say that to a couple, but
Yeah.
like
That's actually why I do 10% after.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's happened where they ghost and like I don't get the final payment. And I guess I'm a bit transparent with that. Like I just be like,
You gotta pay your shooters.
I gotta pay my stuff. Yeah.
I'm usually like pretty chill with it if they let me know ahead of time. But yeah, with the like I have to pay my shooters.
I do, yeah, 100%.
Because like if you do disappear, like
What happens?
Yeah, it doesn't make
and
sense.
I've had that happen to me at least 5 times.
Yeah.
Where they just I was so lenient about it, and I'd even tell them like, yo, man, like this happened before, but I know you won't do it to me, and they just go ghost. And it's like I gave them the idea.
But maybe. But do you send the final video?
Yeah.
And then they disappear?
And they just disappear on me.
Okay, that's your fault.
Yeah, it is 100% my fault. But I'm a sucker like that. Like, so that's why I'm trying to be a bit more stern when it comes to like the business side of things.
Yeah. Like I give the final video before the 10%, even though on contract it says I need to receive the final payment before.
Now I kind of just pick everything up. Like, I get the payment and then I give you the video. I try to make it, and I don't even deal with that because if I do it, I'm the bad guy. I send my team to do it.
Yeah. Okay, that's smart.
You know?
Yeah. That's big brain. Oh yeah, so if you had to pass the torch on to one of your teammates, out of the 10 of them, who are you giving it to?
Damn.
Oh, you're gonna get blasted for this.
I'm gonna get blasted for sure.
Oh man.
Okay, I've actually had a conversation.
Okay.
At some point, I'm not gonna be doing Red Lotus. I'm gonna be like 50, 60 years old. Not anytime soon, but me and Jazz talked about it. I don't know if he's gonna do it, but we've had that conversation where I'm just like, yo, if I do end up retiring at some point, would you ever kind of take over Red Lotus?
Yeah.
And he said he'd be down, but let's see how things go, you know?
Okay. Yeah, that's
I've had that conversation with him.
Yeah. So I really fumbled. I fumbled like twice. Like I fumbled the ball. I got hit. The ball went flying. I went and picked it up and I got hit again.
You know, he told me, he's like, yo, you know, like he applied for you.
Yeah.
He applied for Duzan. No one got back to me. He's like, yo.
You know, I got to check.
No one believed in me.
Yo, Jazz, my bad, pal.
I don't know if I should be saying this out loud.
Nah, that's it's all jokes.
But naturally, bro, I'm sure a lot of people apply for a job.
No, but that's the thing though. It's been like so many. Right?
Yeah, it's hard, bro. I'm sure I didn't get back to a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know?
And especially when you go through like bad experiences.
Yeah.
It's like you're kind of like, you don't know. I knew him.
Yeah.
But like I don't know his work ethic and stuff like that.
Are you going through chat? Let me see. Oh, you actually got back to him and said, hey, bro, get out of here. Let me see.
Watching your stuff. Oh, shit.
Hey, man, I love your work.
Good reading it.
I really am inspired by your stuff, and I want to get better, and so I want to work with you. Get the hell out of here. Leave me alone. Holy
He's capping. I did not say that.
You freaking idiot. Go find another teacher. Maybe ask the GOAT Red Lotus. Yo, that's crazy.
Wait, hold on. Let me read this. Let me cry about this real quick. Actually inspired me. Well, the one thing I can take from this is he messaged me on April 19th. He messaged TK on April 20th.
Wait, how do you know that?
I don't know. I'm making it up though.
No, but he came to me after you still.
I'm so mad. So mad. He told you though? That's actually jokes.
He told me, he's like, yo.
Like for sure, looking at it now, it's funny.
Yeah.
But in the moment, there's so many people out here, like, you never know.
So many guys. You don't know who's actually, like...
serious about it.
Serious about it, yeah.
Like, if there's a way to know, obviously, I would have taken him on, 100%. For sure.
100%.
That was why it's
Everyone
good that
who picks up a camera is going to message, like, someone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
And it just depends. Like, you're going to find a few, and you won't find some.
Yeah, I mean, you got freaking Video and Doosan, bro.
Yeah.
Those guys are elite.
Yeah, which is crazy, honestly. That's why it's like, you can't even say nothing. Like,
100%.
You end up with fire shooters.
Yeah.
You can't end up with all of them.
100%.
Yeah. Oh, okay, this is a good one.
Okay.
I don't know if you're going to answer it.
I won't. Probably won't.
Your top 3 shooters on your team ranked in order 1, 2, 3.
I won't say top 3 in order.
Like, okay, wait, sorry. You have a Red Lotus wedding coming up. You can't go.
Yeah.
You need main shooter, second shooter, third shooter. So it's not top.
Yo, what do you think? This is how you break apart my team. I'll tell you, I'm not going to say the top 3 in order, but I'll give you the top 3.
3 shooters, okay.
Yeah. Ahash. Oh, I'm not going to say, Ahash.
You went in order.
No, I didn't. Shooters? Okay, Ahash is my best shooter. Yeah. I'd say to everyone.
No, you don't have to say in order.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ahash. And not in any specific order. Thumbly and Jazz. Those are my top 3 shooters on my team right now.
What about the OG?
Who, Nixon?
Yeah.
Yo, he's good. He's elite.
Yo, I'm hiring, bro.
That's crazy. Yeah, Nixon, like, the difference with, like, he didn't care to get into film like that. He's just being a friend.
Yeah. Were you know him before?
Yeah, he was my roommate in university. Oh. We've known each other since we were kids. So when I started my business, he actually reached out. He's like, yo, is it cool if I helped you with this? And he's helping me as a friend, not as a filmmaker.
Yeah.
Jazz, Ahash and Thumbly want to be filmmakers.
Yeah.
So it's completely different. They actually put their life into this. So, like, naturally.
But not saying he doesn't do a good job. Obviously, you could teach him exactly what to do and he'll do it to a team.
You know, Nixon's the one that trained Ahash, Jazz, and Thumbly when they first shot their first weddings. Obviously, they took it to the next level, but he's the guy I sent with
no, I saw it. He's solid. I always see him with you from time. Okay, now we're going to go with this or that real quick. So you just pick one or the other.
Okay.
Don't give a damn story.
Okay.
16-hour wedding with no food or 4-hour wedding with a toxic couple?
16-hour wedding with no food.
You missed the dolly shot or you missed the most emotional hug with the mom and the bride?
I guess, I say dolly shot.
Oh yeah, that's an important one, yeah. You're shooting in 40 degrees in the heat outside or you're shooting in a freezing church with no light. Your lights aren't working.
40 degrees outside.
You're sweating buckets and you're good. Use a brand new second shooter who asks questions the whole time or solo shoot the wedding.
Brand new second shooter.
Travel and you're filming the wedding completely for free, or you do the wedding here for 50% off.
Travel.
Wedding for free? No, you're not getting paid for it.
Oh, actually, no. I hate traveling now. I used to love it.
Yeah.
I think 50% off.
Annoying photographer or clueless planner?
Annoying clueless planner.
Okay, nobody smiles or everyone's asking for solo clips of themselves.
Everyone asks for solo clips for themselves.
Clients asking for discounts or asking you to match another guy's edit.
Damn. Discounts.
You'd be okay with the discounts?
Yeah, it hurts a little bit more when it's the other way around.
Yeah. No, that one's big savage. Shoot with your favorite photographer for free or a destination wedding with the worst photographer, but you get paid full price.
What was the first one?
Shoot with your favorite photographer for 50% off.
50% off? Yeah, I'll do that one, yeah.
Damn, eh? So you really don't want no problems.
Yeah, peace over money.
Yeah. Be mistaken for another vendor or the MC says, this video is by Blue Lotus.
Damn it, you can't mess with my company name. I gotta be mistaken for someone else.
Planners who micromanage the entire wedding or the ones who just disappear and you never see them the whole day?
Disappear.
Uncle filming with iPad or auntie giving you shot ideas during the wedding?
Uncle with iPad, bro. I hate the aunties.
What's worse, losing clients to a cheaper vendor or someone who's clearly worse than you?
I'd rather the cheaper vendor still. At least I know, okay, at least there's a reason behind it.
Yeah. Okay, you go viral for a bad shot or you never go viral at all?
I go viral, bro, why not? But how bad is a bad shot?
You show a clip of the wedding and like you're just taking people's shoot because you're reverse recorded the whole day.
And it just went viral?
Just went viral.
The content's content, bro.
Content's content, all right. Hit a game winner or create a wedding same day edit that makes everyone cry?
Same day edit, hands down.
Hit a game winner that goes viral and everyone thinks you're the best baller in the world, or create a wedding same day edit that makes everyone cry?
Same day edit.
Okay.
I can care less about basketball.
Okay. Get gifted a red camera, or what's the most expensive red camera?
The Raptor. I was trying to get that right now.
How much is that?
50,000.
Or you get a Rolex.
I think I'm good at the Rolex still.
Over the Raptor?
Over the Raptor. I'm someone, I feel like I could create with anything.
Yeah.
Any camera.
He's cocky.
Damn.
You heard it here first. No, that's true, yeah.
I have the red.
Like at a certain point, like the cameras are nice, but like
what
you're posting on Instagram.
Yeah.
All right.
You know me too well. Thank you.
Appreciate it, sir. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Make sure to like, subscribe, follow, share all the content. This is TK from Red Lotus / Avonloft / Ivanloft. Ivanloft?
Ivan Foundation. Yeah.
Or Ivan Foundation.
Yes, sir.
Anything you'd like to say?
That's it. Thank you for having me. This is the guy. Thank you.
Cover photo. Do something.